What's new?
There's a lot new, Les. There's a lot new.
All right, I got to leave early. I'm going. You got an hour.
Okay, so here's the deal. Let me break it down. No, listen, believe it or not, I think we could have a fun hour ahead of me not believing it's quite as bad as everybody says. And look, see, you already did the eyebrow thing. I got you already. I don't think it's catastrophic, which makes me an optimist in this town at the moment, that I don't want to set the building on fire and move the team again. Things are going poorly, but I actually do think they're a little closer than people give credit for. They get the fourth down sneak. Demetrius-Harris gets his feet down.
They don't get the fourth down sneak.
But if two things happen, if they get the fourth down, if the sneak is good, I think they probably did get it. I think the spot was bad. But if they had gotten that, changes the game. If Demetrius-Harris gets his feet down in the back of the end zone, changes the game. I don't think they are like a laughing stock. I don't think they are completely overmatched. I think they're making mistakes and they're paying for every mistake. And I'm still going to point to the schedule a little bit, maybe too optimistically. Look,
I'm still
we just have a less cam the whole night on his face.
Let me just tell you something. We've established over the last few weeks, that's my camera for my Johnny Carson double take.
Oh, you're going to use it a lot tonight. You're going to use it a lot. And the thing that I think we have to be able to do in Cleveland, which I think we're bad at in Cleveland sometimes, is to have a discussion about people and say, hey, you got this wrong, but we're not going to fire you right now for getting something wrong. And we're not going to give up. And we're not going to talk about whether they should draft a new quarterback and whether it's not going well right now. But I think we can't automatically get out the torches and the pitchforks because they're 2-6.
Okay, what is the difference between what you're saying and what most people are saying? And that is, it's a total disaster. What are you seeing that is good?
I think that they move the ball offensively.
Okay.
They're in the middle of the pack offensively in terms of yards per attempt, right? And yards per play. They're like in the middle of the pack. The red zone inefficiency has killed them in two games, in the Rams game and in the game against Denver. I don't think the red zone play calling is a catastrophe.
One game it was.
The Rams game, so that's part of it too. Freddie-Kitchens, which what we're talking about a lot here, Freddie-Kitchens is pointing out progress. We didn't have as many pre-snap penalties. They got rid of the crazy penalties from the Tennessee game in the opener when they were punching everybody and kicking people in the head. Nick-Chubb didn't drop the ball twice. They are making progress in that. Now it was red zone inefficiency. Again, like if Demetrius-Harris gets his feet down, they handed the ball to Dontrell-Hilliard. He ran into Wyatt Teller's butt on one play and got stopped short.
Why should he get that ball? Why is he even there? You got nick-Chubb,
for sure,
arguably the top 1, 2, or 3 running back in the league. He's not on the field when it's 4th and 1.
I asked Freddie today at the news conference. Odell Beckham has not been targeted very much in the red zone, and everybody's pointing to those 2 plays where Nick-Chubb wasn't on the field. If you're not efficient in the red zone, and that's the big problem right now, don't you think using your best players would increase your efficiency? Tell us why. It seems easy from here. Right. Give it to your best guys at the most important spots.
What you don't want to hear is, well, you guys never played the game.
No, well,
that's an absurd.
No, I played high school tennis. I'm good. So, and his answer is, there's packages, you have to adjust to what the defense is doing, and of course that's true. You can't slam Nick-Chubb into a stack box. You can't throw to Odell Beckham in triple coverage. However, it is at a past the point of reason. They do need to use Chubb and Beckham better in the red zone, and they have to find a way to do that, and I don't think they've done it well enough so far.
Okay, help me out on this, because believe it or not, I've never coached in the NFL. Believe it or not.
You could do it. No, you'd be very compelling. I would follow you.
So you made a statement which is correct, but not true. How about that?
Oh, no, that's okay.
Your statement is they have your statement is, or Freddie's statement is, there are packages you have to adjust to. No, you can be better than those guys. Let them adjust to you.
Right. That's one of the things that I find the most difficult in dealing with coaches is when they say, well, that's not what the defense gave you. And I think, well, then just take it. If you have the best players, do what you want to do. They do bracket Odell Beckham in the red zone. They do put a safety over top of him. But sometimes you have to find a way. For him to have 1 touchdown and it's about 4 red zone targets this year isn't acceptable. And
then 1 touchdown against the Jets.
Right. I mean, that's not good enough.
Right.
And if your idea is that, well, we had a package in that Chubb's not in for that package, then let's call a different play. Call a play that has Nick Chubb on the field. So I don't think that's a reasonable excuse.
Do they no longer call audibles in the league?
They do. I was asking some people about that today with a couple things. There are some plays. There are times, I think, when Baker can't necessarily get out of a play. I thought there were a couple
a lot
instances.
of it is because the play clock is moving down.
They had one. I thought I had an issue with the 3rd down play before the do or die 4th down,
right,
where the safety blitzed off the edge and they did not have the right protection and the right play, and he came around and caught Chubb from behind on that handoff and went from 3rd and 1 to 4th and 4. You saw that safety coming, and they didn't seem to adapt to that.
Right.
I don't know that Baker-Mayfield could have gotten him out of that play. I think that they have a lot of options within the plays. I think maybe he could have checked to a throw on that, but it seems like they are letting things happen to them rather than dictating to the defense.
My point exactly.